So I recently had a subscriber reach out to me in my comment section asking me to go into detail in regards to a Roth IRA. What is a Roth IRA and how can you use it to better help you advance in your financial journey? I'm going to explain everything you need to know in this video. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to NYM. This is a channel dedicated to wealth building and financial literacy for the younger generation. My name is Christopher Bell, and a Roth IRA is something that I've been using now for a couple of years to help me in my my stock investment portfolio. And I'm going to dive into some of the ways that you can utilize a Roth IRA to make money. Okay, that's the objective, right? We all want to make money, right? So this is what you do. A Roth IRA, you can set it up through many different brokerage firms. You can go through Vanguard, Fidelity, you can go through Charles Schwab. There's a lot of different people you can go through. All right, I'm not affiliated with anybody, so I'm not gonna, dive into which one I think is better, all that sort of stuff. Do some research and look into which one best suits your needs, okay? But basically, a Roth IRA is an investment account that you don't have to pay taxes on at the time that you pull the money, which is going to be your retirement age, okay? So let's say, for example, you get your paycheck, okay? Your net, which is what you take home after you've paid all of your taxes, right? And out of that net, let's say you take $300 every 2 weeks and you invest it into your Roth IRA. Well, let's say by the time you get to retirement age, let's say you have $2 million in that Roth IRA. Well, at retirement, you can pull out that entire $2 million penalty tax free. Okay, that is the beautiful part about a Roth IRA. Now, in opposition to a Roth IRA, you have your 401k, which is what most people who follow this channel are going to have. Or if you're in the healthcare field, maybe you have a 403b, but for the majority of people that follow, you're going to have a 401k, right? The 401k allows you to invest more and then you pay taxes on it at the age of retirement. So for example, let's say you get your check and let's say your gross paycheck is, let's say $5,000. Okay. Well, then you could say, hey, before Uncle Sam goes and takes his portion out for taxes, I want to allocate 2,000 of those dollars into my 401k. What that allows you to do is it allows you to use untaxed dollars to invest, which is going to have a bigger snowball effect because of compound interest. Okay, so $2,000 every 2 weeks over a 30-year period is going to yield a lot more money than $1,000 over a 30-year period. Obviously, right? It's going to build a lot more momentum a lot faster. So basically, the incentive to investing inside of a 401k or a 403b is that you can use dollars that have not yet been taxed to invest. So you can make more money in the long term technically. But again, at retirement, you're going to have to pay taxes on that money. Okay. Now, a Roth IRA is super cool because one of the things I want to talk about that a lot of people don't know is that you can invest, let's say $6,000. I think right now the amount is $6,000. You can invest $6,000 per year, per calendar year, into your Roth IRA, no more. Okay. So when you invest that $6,000, let's say you invested $6,000 into, Tesla 3-4 years ago. Okay. Let's say you invested it into Tesla. Well, let's say that $6,000 is now worth, $20,000. Okay. But you've only invested the $6,000. You never invested any more money besides the $6,000. Well, in that case, you could always pull out the money that you invested, okay? Not the gains. I'm gonna say that again so you can catch it. This is very important. You can always pull out what you invested not the gains. And when I say you can pull it out, I mean penalty and tax free. So those of you sitting around with $5,000 in a savings account, $4,000 in a savings account that do not have a Roth, it makes absolutely no sense for you to not have a Roth IRA, because the money sitting in your savings account, you're not making any money on that money, right? You could literally take that money, put it into a Roth IRA, make money, and if you ever need the money, you know, below $6,000 or below, if you ever need that money, you can pull it out just like that. No penalties, no issues. Now, you cannot touch the profit, because if you touch the profit, you're touching money that has not been taxed. And that's the incentive of a Roth IRA, right? Over just a standard brokerage account. You don't have to pay money. You don't have to pay taxes on the money that you make, your profit. You don't pay taxes on that at the age of retirement. Now, let's say you have a Robinhood account. Same type of deal. The only difference is that as soon as you pull that money out, you're getting taxed, and you don't have the option whether you pull money out of your Robinhood account today, tomorrow, 30 years from now, you're going to get taxed, okay, on your gains at that tax rate of the future whenever you pull it out. There might be some differences between short-term capital gains tax and long-term capital gains tax depending on where you pull it, but at the end of the day, you're still going to have to pay taxes on your gains at some point if you invest in a standard brokerage account such as Robinhood, Webull, Public, whatever. Okay, so I hope that kind of clears up what a Roth IRA is and the benefits. Now, me personally, if you watch my other video talking about my Amazon and Twitter moves, okay, I've been investing into my Roth IRA for 2 years. So I've been able to put in $6,000 per year. So I've put in $12,000. My plan was to basically go buy all Twitter stock, sell it back to Elon once he takes it private, then reinvest into Amazon pre-split, and then take those gains after about 6 months and then reallocate them into a ETF, S&P 500 ETF. All right, that was my goal, or is my goal, for my Roth IRA. You can have a self-directed Roth IRA in which you go in and you make your money, you put your money where you want it, or you can get other people who professionally manage Roth IRAs. You can get them to manage it for you. It's totally up to you. Again, I do not recommend you investing into things that you do not know about fully. And if you want to be safe, I always recommend ETFs, S&P 500 ETFs. Now, right now, the market is down. Like, I think we're down almost like 18% on the year. On the fiscal year, we're down like 18% in the S&P. Traditionally, you're going to get between 10 and 12. Over a 10-year period of time, you're almost guaranteed to get 10 to 12% on your money by investing into a standard index fund. All right, but that is not the case this year. We have inflation at all-time highs. Well, I'm not gonna say all-time highs, but it is extremely high, right? Inflation. Then we have the possibility of war. We have so many things going on in the economy right now. So that being said, we are at a loss right now on the S&P on the year. So when everything's cheaper, I say buy. Again, it's not financial advice, but you do what you will with your own money, but you could always invest in an S&P 500 index fund. I consider that to be one of the safer investments. All right. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you talk to a qualified professional before taking the advice of a YouTuber. All right. I'm not going to hold you guys up too much longer. I just wanted to go over that. Somebody mentioned it in my comments and I said, yeah, I can jump on that subject real quick. I wanted to make this video to let you all know I always read the comments and I always reply to the comments, especially now we just hit 250 subscribers. So thank you to everybody that not only watches my content, but takes the time to subscribe. It doesn't seem like a lot. Oh, you just click one button and you subscribe, but it helps me grow the channel. I take a look at all the behind the scenes stuff with the channel. I can tell who watches what videos. I can tell how long they watch my videos, and well, not surprisingly, because I hope I put out solid content, right? But people watch a good portion of my videos, which I am extremely, extremely appreciative for. It's not like you click on it for 30 seconds and then click off. Like, you actually watch what I have to say, you watch my content. So I'm extremely grateful for that. And it's because of that that I'm going to continue to put out more content. I'm going to continue to do walkthroughs on properties. I'm going to continue to have conversations when I'm talking to my contractors. We're going to push out so much more content in this upcoming few weeks that, you know, it's going to be a roller coaster, and I hope y'all are ready. So thank you once again. I hope that this video helped in regards to a Roth IRA and the differences between a traditional 401k and a 403b. If you have any questions, always leave them in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, guys.